I kind of like the emphasis on the last line. The Joe Mafela studio happening. Give him a good round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now that I call on stage all the legends led by the legacy chair, Babu Welcome Somi, together Dr. Don Matera, Mama Abigail Gubega, Mama, all of them. Can you give them a good round of applause?
We're just laughing there because Sis Abigail, usatshana amathamba akho ukuthi ayahlangane so that akwazi ukukhuphuka. No, your support. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so yes, I get the question. So there is something exciting about, you see, being a legend, in that no one pushes you around. Uyikhuphukela kancane nje, kancane nje, ngoba hey amathambo awasathanda ukuhlangana kalula. So this is a very important part of the program. Siyabonga yini nonke bakaMafela. Siyabonga umama owayibambayo noma isishisa walokho eqhubekile nje ukuze uJoe abe yilento ayiyona esinikeza ekhuleni nokukhuphuka kwempilo yama-artists. Just before we do anything, and we are going to have a few words. Ngeke bakhulume bonke ngoba mabekhuluma bonke hawu nginohlala la kuze nize nilale. But we'll find a way of making sure ukuthi siyayimanage. uJoe, when Minister Nathi Nthethwa came up with the idea of the Living Legends legacy, it was because he felt ukuthi when the legends sit down or retire, but they have so much in them, they have so much experience, that they end up not being able to share these experiences to help young ones coming up so that they are guided. So all the legends came together, and then we had to have a trust which would then be able to oversee all the work that the legends are going to be doing. Then we were then elected, or 9 legends were elected. So from Dr. Wally Serote, who heads up heritage within the Living Legends, Brother Peter Makubane, photography. when you talk about the journey in terms of photographing all the history of this country, very few can be compared to our living legend, Peter Magubane. And then we then had, later, Stombi Manana is on the board of the Living Legends. He is making sure good in Yambona, that is why I saw there. And then we had your sister Leta Mbulu, who is not here with us. Sabano Fred Hagerman, Sabano Adele Blank, Sabano Don Matera, Dr. Don Matera. And uStumoge, of course, Oba ingxenye yethu because of film and television experience. And the contribution yakhe ibe nkulu kakhulu. And some Tata, some Musa in places like Wamashu, where he conducted master classes. And the young people were so excited because at times, on the television, Jengoba Justice Shunjanga Seguti, Waga Wafiga, Omunyega Usisi, what? No, not at this place, not in Tobatoba. Me, no. But Mafela wasebenza neingane zagomasho, and they were looking forward to have him do other things as well. Nase market theater, ama master classes ubwewenza ebathandaga abantwana. Without having to take too long about the living legends, we are going to continue the legacy of Joe Mafela. Not only are we going to applaud studios called after him, but in every corner of South Africa, in the townships, in the rural areas, we are looking at creating a wall of remembrance. We are going to have statues and busts with biographies of the living legends so that we remember them even in our schools. I don't understand why education does not remember us in our history. That we are going to make sure that the history of education, we don't want to toy and say what must fall, because we are going to make this thing happen in our history books, in all the schools. Uma ingenzeki, no, so hamba kancane nje stoyitoye, but kuzozwakala. So we are going to make all those things happen in all our townships, in all our schools, in all our rural communities, because we are a great people. We are the kind of people with amazing talent, and we want our kids and generations to be part of how the legends would remember them. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like this legend to say something that he has written specially for Joe Mafela. And Don Matera.
Ngayibamba nje.
Singibambele induku yakho.
Yeah.
All right, sure.
Dumelang kaofela. Ba mane ane ambi chivena kamande. Aya anire ina batswari ba mina machangane nguma kona. So into yokuhlamsela kahle isilungu mizatwanana. Listen, these people behind with me on the stage said something has to be written. But you know, you don't have to write about Joe Mafela. Joe Mafela is the writer. He writes our lives, he writes our pain, he writes the way we live. So these words definitely come from all of us, not just from me. And Natin Tetwa also said, hey, we support you all the way. Guys, Mafrika Barategang, Rikeliblela. I guess I often coffee fix. Hey, Taraita. Hey, Taraita. Yeah, I guess na mochone man, that's ba mochos da man. Hey, Tada. King Wetsi Lungwalo, a letter to Joe Mafela, R.I.P., because of what you see on the stage. Joe, it was good and nice when you were born. Good and nice to be an African child with good and nice dreams in a country with bad laws that cause pain and suffering. But you survived, Joe. And that was good and nice. For a land and the people you loved, good and nice. It was good and nice when you realized your calling to touch the hearts of people and bring joy and pride and peace and love to your people and your family. Good and nice to see them love and sing and laugh during the hard times of struggle. Good and nice. It was so good and nice to see children laugh and play with Situmo, their comic companion. So good and nice to touch you and feel so loved and important. One of them was my son Umangaliso. Stumo, Stumo, Stumo. It's good and nice. Wamtata, Wamkabuza, Wamshias Tuleni. Good and nice. They screamed and laughed and ran with good and nice magic in their hearts. Dearest Joe, now in these dark, dismal throes of sudden death and loss and pain, it's not good and nice to believe you are gone. While your bright spirit still warms your days among us, not good and nice, no maganjan. Not good and nice, no maganjan. The space you filled in the lives and times of your people and all our children, your teeming, torrid land can never be filled again with your laughter and your smile. And that, dear Joe Mafela, it's not good. It's not nice. No maganja. So, siyakumbula. I will ask my friends for me to indulge. You know, when you are detained, they put you in a dark, dark room. For months and months, there's no light. For months, and then they come with this big flesh in your eyes. You can't see, and then they moor you. Bayakshay. And I told him about it. The night drops liquid darkness as from a wound in the sky. They look upon my blackness as a weed that must die. And here in the dark, I feed on bitter bark, and my hands bleed from planting thorny seeds. But come morning, come glorious light, return justice and heal my broken sight. Ah, black sunbeams fall upon the slope, Joe Mafela, bringing new light to fulfill our hope, ever conscious of this sacred duty. And then sweetly, our blackness blooms and becomes our beauty.
We stand up for amazing things. You just don't sit down when you hear and you feel something that comes from the hearts. John, thank you. Now I'll ask Sis Abigail to say something, and then what we're going to do, we'll have Sam is the manager here. So very quickly, for discussion, manager Sis Abigail, and then we'll have Sis. Yeah, sure. Very quickly, yeah, sure.
Amagugu alelizwe ayosale matuneni. Amagugu alelizwe ayosale matuneni. Señor la gigedwa etuneni lame. Gingedwa hetuneni lami. This was the song Joe used to sing. Umasingabama artist. And he always used to say, Abi, amagugu. Ayolale matuneni. Today you go lala yena. I would like us to stand up and give him a big round of applause, because Tinamasi power out. We get an applause from you guys. Joe has just bowed out. Siyabonga. The Mafela family, the entertainment industry family, our ministers in here, VIPs, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we thank you for being here. Thank you very much for the support. Nisi supporter, sini kulela, or sini ektela kuma TV, nishlale nisbege, and enjoy us. Number says hambile, you come and you sit here and applaud us and listen to our stories. Ending as toli kuma TV. Ucho ngimazi from the 50s when I got into the industry. Sebenzile naye kakhulu ezintweni eziningi. Going up, he was the loveliest person you could ever come across. A friend to everyone. Ucho being in a class, but he was very disciplined. And he was very professional. He had this warmth with him. And he was such a good listener, Ujo. You could talk to Joe about anything. Sometimes I would talk to him and discuss naye, ngikhohle ukuthi ngikhuluma nomuntu oyindoda. Ngicabanga ukuthi I'm talking to a female friend, and just say anything and just speak about anything, and he would listen. And I advise lapha advise khona. Silahlekelwe abantu benkosi, kodwa masibonge simdumise uNkulunkulu ukuthi awasilethela yena emhlabeni. I'm sure all of us have learned a lot from Joe. I'm sure we have. He was a teacher. You know, he was a teacher engakhulumi ngempilo yakhe njena. You could learn a lot of things. Besithi masilapha na going lapha SABC kulento ku generations masiya siyodla ahambe kancane ngithi Joe man, pick up your feet isihamba athi ayibisengimdala ngithi don't forget I'm older than you, 3 years older than you, Joe. So you can't be dragging your feet. I'm not dragging my feet. Ahleka athi yaze behleka nge first part. hear this funny, hear this laugh. Angazi bokwenza kanjani ngathi he always laughed in a key, in a certain key. Jonas, was it A flat or G? I know. And he had this expression, akhulume ngayo lapho, that's the childish expression yakhe. Uma uyibheka nje ku generations, aphakamisa impumlo. Oh, he was amazing. He was amazing. Masimkhumbuleni kanjalo ne. Silahlekelwe sikhale kodwa kuthi makufika lezi zinto zakhe abezenza. Let's just celebrate him. Let's just laugh and enjoy him and love him because that's all he wants. He wants us to love him forever. Thank you.
Thank you, living legends. Otherwise, isikhathi siyahamba. Siyabonga. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sure. Yeah.
I just have to say something.
Mathatha isikhathi.
Mrs. Joe Mafela, you remember we buried Todd Machikiza Nostumo emazweni, and then ngaba naye eLondon. Ubujo sakahambile ngiyabona sakafikile lapha yakhona. Ngicela ukuthi makabingelele oMiriam, abingelele oSistandi, abingelele igenge lapha. I'm sure bazaba ne party yakhe tonight. Bye.